Hey guys, Dr. Moore here. We're going to come with a different type of video today. Little change of scenery. I want to just walk and talk with you guys a little bit and talk about the importance of really paying attention in education to the money that you're spending. I work in academics as well, and I see students a lot really waste a lot of money. I think a lot of it has to do with not really paying attention to what's being spent. And what I mean by that is that, most of the time your money's being spent on books and of course classes, and it's not coming directly out of your pocket. It's done behind the scenes through student loans and things like that. And that's okay, but what happens is students get, behind in a class, they drop the class. And again, that's okay from time to time, it happens. Students get busy with work and their family life and things like that. Other things come up too that are unforeseen, like sickness and things like that. But all too often I see students just want to, they get behind, they want to withdraw. And I don't think a lot of students realize that if you start a class and you were in the class, let's say you're in the class for 1 week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, and then for whatever reason you decide to drop the class. Yes, at our school, most of the time, if it's before the halfway mark of the course, you're going to get a W, which is great. Just means you withdrew. It doesn't kill your GPA. But you did pay for the class. And you didn't get anything for the class, right? Because you didn't pass it. So you're going to have to reschedule it, pay for it again, and then, God willing, get your money's worth this next time by passing it. I've seen students take a class, the same class, 3-4 times, because again, things come up and they start it, can't finish it, start it, can't finish it, start it, can't finish it. That is a really, really easy way to waste money, and of course have and basically get nowhere, spend a lot of money and get nowhere. And so one of the big advice that I have is to really watch your money closely, because let's just take your average college, and again, there's prices all over the place, but college isn't cheap. Let's just say the average, and I don't even know the average numbers, but let's just say a class costs $2,000. Believe it or not, I think that's kind of the average for a lot of colleges these days. I mean, there are some that are way over that, but let's just say, for kind of hypothetical purposes, class is $2,000, and it takes you 4 times to do one class. That's $8,000. You can see how that would rack up major bills. And good rule of thumb to get an associate's degree, 3 credits per class. You do the math, it's 60 credits, so that's 20 classes. So you figure you got to do 20 classes on average to get an associate's degree. You can see the way that adds up. Associate's degree at a private college, I'm using private an example here because I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about that. It can cost you $30,000-$40,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. So what do? Do you just pick anything? Do you just go to go? I don't think that's good advice. I don't think that's a good idea. I think what you do is you watch your money. You take every class one time, God willing. And what you do is you have a defined career. Try really, really hard to get through every class, and you have this end goal in mind of a really, really well-defined, good, well-paying career. And believe it or not, there are a lot of good-paying careers that start with the associate's degree. Probably the most successful of them all is the nursing degree. That's probably the most successful kind of associate's degree right now that you could jump into, make really good money. But there are many others. I know right now sonography is hot. What else is hot? The X-ray tech program is hot. The physical therapy assistant program is hot. There are quite a few, and you can come out with a good career. My brother happens to be an X-ray tech. He's done it for over 20 years, and he has an associate's degree, and he's done well with it. And he's in a bit of a management position now, so he's just done all that with a 2-year degree. So my advice is don't go to just go. Yes, college is important, and yes, college gets you places, and yes, you can definitely move up in life with a college degree. And yes, you can move up in social mobility, meaning kind of like move up the financial ladder with a college degree, but you definitely have to choose wisely, and you definitely can't become strapped, because that's not going to help you very much. So, a little bit of advice. I really hope that you guys take this to heart. We're going to have some more videos on this topic, but I'm going to mention some things that I see that are just, I see over and over and over again, and I see students make the same mistakes. And what I would say is, if you have no idea what career you want, don't go until you know. If you're too busy right now, maybe somebody's pushing you to go, sometimes it's a family member or something, but you have no idea what career you want to do, and you're really not sure if you have the time, then I'd say wait until you have the time. Wait until you know exactly what you want to do, really what you genuinely want to do. Another thing I see is a lot of students get into a career because it is a good career and it is a hot career, but their heart's not really in it, and they tend to not finish. And again, worst case scenario is not starting a program for, I don't know, 1 semester and deciding it's not for you. It's not a worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is getting through the whole program and then deciding finally that you hate it. Or getting to the end of the program and not finishing because you just hate it. Or even worse, you graduate and decide that you hate it, and then you want a different career. Well, that's not the time to figure all that stuff out. Do your research, watch what you're spending, just be strategic about it, plan it all out. You got to remember there are a lot of people making good money without a college degree, so you want to really get a good return on your investment. So hopefully that helps. I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to definitely come out with more anatomy physiology videos, but I want to just talk about some things that I've definitely been seeing over the years, and as time goes on, it's definitely driven me crazy, bothered me a lot. So I hope that helps. Until next time, y'all take care. Bye.